I was in the ad business, and I realized soon after getting into that world that I hated it. Yeah. And I didn't know what I wanted, and the company grew, and it got some success, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I was completely lost. And I'm sorry to be talking about New York again, but it's part of this story. So I promise, once we get past this story, I'll hopefully not have to, mention it anymore. But we, so I was living in downtown Manhattan when 9/11 happened, and I had the experience that any of you guys in New York then? A few of you? So you may have had the same experience I had, which was for a little bit there, New York became a pretty friendly place. Maybe that didn't last very long, but no. My experience is I talked to more neighbors in the days after 9/11 than I had in recent years of living in New York, having moved to New York from Iowa a few years earlier, and it really struck me, this idea of neighbors could talk to each other, and that maybe the internet isn't just about this virtual community or being friends with people around the world, but that actually maybe the internet could help people get off the internet and interact locally better. And so Meetup was a really simple idea. Not the first one to have it, not going to be the last one to have it, but I basically put together a great team of 5 guys. We locked ourselves in a tiny room for a few months with a design goal of how can we make it really easy for people to organize a gathering about anything, anywhere. And we didn't know what people would use it for, and we didn't know, and most of what people do use it for, we didn't imagine, and what we thought they were going to use it for, they didn't use it for, and so that's the long story short. I wish this for everyone here, that you get to work on something where it gets more interesting over time. I mean, I've never worked on anything where, like, the general idea is that it gets less interesting over time. But no, this one, you say, like, wow, God, Meetup really could do this amazing job at connecting people better and having the meetups go better and having people find the meetups that they would really love to find, and wow, all the things that you could do to facilitate, the communities being stronger. And so, hell, life and work and success is just about getting to work on something that you think's important or is worth doing and is interesting and will help people. And so the reason why I say that Meetup might be my last startup is because there's just so much fertile ground to make great stuff.